Hi there, this is Bemolle here from the Latinum Institute, and in this video we're continuing with our look at music as language and the way it was taught during the Renaissance period and later the Baroque period, using a type of solfeggio where music was conceptualized with words always, or spoken syllables, and using a different system of notes to that's commonly used now, which is the octave, but rather the hexachord, like so. We're looking at what's called the Canto di Bemolle, the soft hexachord, and how we're going to mutate it. So first of all, we start with the natural hexachord, which starts on C here. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And as I reiterated before, if you can't sing, doesn't matter. We know that the students in the conservatories in Naples, they started doing this when they were very young, 7, 8 years old, and they didn't sing the hexachords in the beginning. They chanted them or spoke them to save their voices for later when they were more mature. So it's okay to go do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Perfectly fine. What's important is the language that associates with the note. If you can sing this without a keyboard, so much the better, but my purpose personally is to play music on the keyboard, and also I perhaps foolishly somewhat bought a lute, trying to learn that. So at the moment I'm just trying to figure out where all the hexachords are on the lute fretboard, but that's another story. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So this is the naturalis, the natural hexachord, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Starting on C. The soft hexachord, as it's called, the mollis in Latin, begins on F. Do, re, mi, and it has here, right? B flat. Do, re, mi, fa, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And then back to C again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And now we're going to stitch these hexachords together. So we're going to go, and we're going to combine them into a mutated hexachord. So looking here at Nick Baraguanoth's How to Solfeggio the 18th Century Way, which is an academic paper which you can find on the University of Nottingham website. If you certainly Google for University of Nottingham, Solfeggio 18th Century Way, the paper should come up. And this has a useful synopsis, a practical synopsis of the material that's in Nick's book, which I highly recommend. Being a salesman here, but the Solfeggio tradition, The Forgotten Art of Melody in the Long 18th Century by Nicholas Baraguanoth, and I highly recommend it. And that book is the first time that I was alerted to the connection between the research of Stephen Krashen and the idea that this way of thinking about music was more linguistic in some respects than it was musical. So let's go and look at this musical sentence, which is the Canto di Bemolle. Do, re, mi, fa. Now, what would normally happen is we'd go to sol, sol, and then we go re, mi, but we don't do that. We go do, re, mi, fa, and we're going to mutate on the fourth, quarta, and we go to re, because this fa is the do of the soft hexachord. So this is where we mutate a la quarta. So the C hexachord, we only go the first four notes. Do, re, mi, fa. But that fa is actually also the fa of the do of the next hexachord. So do, re, mi, fa, and then re, mi, fa, sol. And now we are at sol, but the sol is the do of the next hexachord. And so we jump to re of the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. So it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That's how we mutate it. We're mutating here and here on fa, and in this case on sol. Right? Si, sol, fa, ut is the name of that note. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So going back, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And that is the Canto di Bemolle, the soft melody in one way that it's presented. There are other ways to present it, but do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Right, I'm out of my range here, so I'm speaking. La, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So this is our soft melody, which you need to learn it. So you need to learn the hard melody, where we go from the right. So we're changing from, we are mutating here on the G, right? But the soft melody we're mutating on the F, from the right. So that's it. Soft melody, Canto di Bemolle, and you can find this, as I said, in this paper, which is called How to Solfeggiare the 18th Century Way by Nick Baragwanath, at the website of the University of Nottingham. It's a PDF, you can download it, and We're actually on page 5 of that PDF. If you're interested in my work, other work, and this work, you can find me at Latinum on Patreon. Bye.